I feel down. I feel stuck. What I don't fully understand is the cause, nor do I fully understand how to solve this state of feeling. It's just not severe enough to warrant any alarm bells. But if I can narrow down the possible causes, then I might be able to self-identify the solution. Versus others telling me what I should have done, what I should do, or the memory of others telling me what I should have done or what I should do. Perhaps some sort of checklist I run through when I become aware of a certain mood or moods. Could it be not enough sleep? The food I ate, the food I didn't eat, a recent experience, a past experience, an ongoing experience, a person or people. Some core need of mine not being met. A need for affection or love, a need for belonging, a need for an authentic, self-loving identity, perhaps just a need for a little rest or relaxation, some piece of self. Or maybe it's a need to be free, independent, or a need to express and be creative. Maybe some of these needs are in response to how I feel, and they're the needs to get out of it. And then there's the needs to avoid falling into it. It's like a well. Once you've fallen down the well, all the advice that people give you to not fall in wells is rather useless. What I need now is advice on how to get out of this well. Then, once we've solved that, we can talk about how to avoid the well. And perhaps that's where we miss the mark. We're constantly telling young people, what they should have done to avoid falling in the well. But we don't spend enough time teaching them ways to get out of the well. Because falling in a well is inevitable. But how do we get out? And how do we get out of a well in healthy ways, in sustainable ways? How do we get out of a well with courage, with strength, with resilience? We can learn a lot from falling in the well. So maybe falling into a well isn't always such a bad thing, because the process of getting out of that well, there perhaps is where we build the muscles and the strength. There is where we build a memory of overcoming a difficulty. But only if we get out of that well the right way. You know, sometimes we're in a well because somebody led us there and we unwittingly stepped into it. And sometimes people feel bad that they did it and they help you out, and sometimes people could care less and they move on and blame you for falling in that well. But that's okay. It doesn't do us any good to be at the bottom of a well and cast blame and scream and holler and cry and victimize ourselves. What we need to do is get out of that well. And guess what? Everybody falls into wells. So when we figure out ways to get out, in the right ways, the ways that don't trip us back down into the well, there we've discovered something that is useful, not only to ourselves, but others. And we can begin to share that message. Hey, I see you're in the well. I know it doesn't feel like there's any way out. And I know everybody's telling you what you should have done not to fall in that well. But hey, this is what worked for me to get out of the well. Let's not worry about not falling in the well. Go worry about that later. But this is how I got out. Try it. And if you discover a new way to get out of the well, maybe you can tell me for the next time I fall in the well. Because it'd be unreasonable and unrealistic for me to get out of a well and think, oh, I figured it all out. I'll never fall in a well. So we're all gotta help each other. And these wells, man, they change. The depth, the width, the temperature, the light, the critters. It always changes. So we could always use a little bit of sharing on how to get out of that well. And I think just by talking about it with you, I myself may have just climbed out of a well. So thank you.